I am a warrior, I am a leader, I am a strategist, I am a scholar, and I am a destroyer. For untold thousands of years, I have walked the world in search of bloodshed, for coin, power, and the thrill of violence and cruelty. As king of Lagash, I fed the defenders of Umma to the vultures. I built a great pyramid for the god king of Kemet. I flooded the streets of Troy with the blood of King Priam's subjects, and I razed the grand city of Hattusa, casting its kings into the rubbish heap of history. I bathed the lands east of the Indus in the blood of the Kauravas. For Assyria, I sacked Egypt and abducted its gods. I dragged the people of Israel in chains because I felt cruel, and then helped them return because I felt generous. I sat under the Bodhi trees with Prince Gautama. I exploited the internal strife of Zhao and conversed with Kongzi and his peers. I left my mark in Tenochtitlan, constructing great stone heads in my likeness and teaching them the joy of blood sports. I filled chests of gold, selling my sword to the endlessly warring Poli of Hellas. I marched with Alexander and won great battles as his companion, and then dragged the lands he had conquered back to the reign of Chandragupta. I served Baichi, the human butcher, and witnessed him bury the hordes of Zhao alive. I sacrificed men to Jupiter to fill Rome with the resolve to resist and defeat the terrible Hannibal. I witnessed the meteoric rise of the greatest empire, sometimes as its enemy, others as its ally. I met the great warrior queens of Lac Viet. I chronicled the trials and tribulations of the three kingdoms. I saw that greatest empire fray at the seams, only to knit itself together under the golden visage of Aurelian, devotee of the indomitable sun. I saw the greatest empire enslave its own people to prolong its life, and cling to the word of God as its grasp upon the world slipped away. As a destroyer and pillager, I reminded them that no divine providence could protect them from steel and cruelty. I witnessed the kings east of the Indus impose on their subjects a divine duty, telling them that the gods had decided how they would spend their lives before they were even born. I watched the people of Zhonghua devour themselves again, leaving a permanent mark in their very soul. I tested the greatest empire's fate as I handed them their greatest defeats as the commander of the acolytes of Mecca, and watched them with interest as they overcame my challenges and came together stronger. The old lands of the greatest empire were now split in two, and I was eager to fight for both as my whims decided. I marched with conquerors like Ivar, Knut, Basil, Rurik, and Carolus Magnus. I saw Christendom and the Umma climb over mountains of bodies in search of their identities. I slew Thorfinn's companion with an arrow, driving him away from the world across the sea. I played Christendom and the Umma against each other, taking their precious relics from my collection. I traveled the eastern seas, exploring the bejeweled islands and meeting their hopeful settlers. Then, once the world had descended into enough chaos, I descended to harvest the fruits of mankind's labor, riding with Temujin and Hulegu, and trampling the world under my steeds' hooves, taking their riches and leaving them with desolation and nightmares for years to come. And I watched with glee as the greatest empire that had caused me so much grief in the past died a painful death. I helped humans build terrible weapons of iron, lead, and black powder, and watched with mild interest as these inventions brought endless death to all lands walked by men. I saw them argue over books, thrones, and ways of life, and come to lethal blows when they could not agree. I saw the kings of Iberia lay claim to the world for God and for shining gold and silver, and the empire of Nippon cloister itself in the cacophony of battle cries. Then humanity at last began to change and question tradition, question whether it was worth acceding to the demands of their long-gone ancestors. I conversed with their greatest minds, who imagined mankind becoming something much more, something more free and prosperous. And I was amazed when through that drive for freedom, the greatest empire began again. All the while, I continued to take lives, ripping out the hearts and heads of foes at Delhi, Blenheim, Poltava, Zorndorf, Fontenoy, Assaye, and Yorktown. I watched Europe be bathed in blood as a man of France they called the new Kaiser put his enemies to the sword until he and his men gave out. It had been thousands of years, and still humanity was not eager for peace. The world was ignited by revolutions, and disagreements over thought, borders, new machines, associations of merchants, and souls ended in carnage again and again. The so-called brother of the Christ brought Zhonghua to its knees. Nippon rose to become a great empire. Great heroes fought to free slaves and serfs of their chains. The new greatest empire called America declared themselves the strongest, and the mighty powers of the West divided the lesser polities among themselves. And all the while, the eternal war between kings and priests began to give way to a new war between peasants, workers, and owners. For all my machinations and conquests across history, humanity fell out of my control, and they fell upon each other like frenzied beasts in two wars to end all wars. They killed and killed again until they could kill no more, and I killed along with them, and directed their commanders how to kill even more. And at last, I grew wary. I remembered how an ancient power had given me a mission to save humanity, or at the least forestall their destruction. But now, first I wondered, could humanity be saved? And then, I wondered if they were worth saving. For all my life, I knew nothing but bloodshed. My body is now covered in scars inside and out, and my dreams are haunted by the cries of the people I've butchered. I was addicted to violence, and now the time had come for me to withdraw. Sometimes I would relapse, fighting not as a general but as a soldier. But most of the time, I sat and waited, meditated. The powers that be ravage the planet they live on and pit the weak against each other. Rich, old men commit the vilest deeds in plain daylight. Men, women, boys, and girls grow weak, feeble, and hopeless, with no will to forestall their own destruction. You will not heed my warnings. You are too proud for that. So instead of telling you of the future, I will instead tell you of the past. Of the mistakes your ancestors made so that you may not repeat them. Of the worst of your predecessors so you may not become like them. But also the greatest of your heroes and the greatest triumphs of your race itself, so that maybe you can strive for greatness once again. My name is Zosimus Tarkus, and the time has come for me to lay down my arms and teach the youths of this world about the people I have met, the lessons I've learned, and the civilizations I have seen rise and fall.
Yeah,
Welcome,
hold up,
creatures
give
of
me a
all
second.
ages. Intro done. So yeah, we have been yapping a bit.
Good morrow, everyone from the past age. Sorry, it took me a second there to properly get my voice box working. A little bit of finicking here and there, but it's good to see you all.
It is it is very much good to see you again. And what is it? A glimpse of the future I may be unable to prevent.
Yes. The years will pass, and you may not be able to prevent it because in recent years, humans may have discovered that fate may exist. But do try and find me and destroy me. But right now, let's have some fun, won't we?
Indeed. Like I said, we are aspiring storytellers, and we are about to tell the story of a far future, a grimdark future, where alien species battle it out across the stars, amid the laughter of dark gods. Except it's not
Exactly.
those dark gods; it's these dark gods.
Yep.
But
And we will soon find the endless suffering of them to whatever fates they find themselves in.
so yes, so this is a story taking place in the one-page rules Grimdark future universe. However, it is also however. The acolytes of Havoc, the dark gods of war, plague, lust, and change, find themselves in the face to face with a much older, more sinister power. Or the powers detailed in the ancient human tome known as the Necronomicon.
Indeed. And as they say sometimes in a game I've learned long before, the older spells have more of a kick to them. So.
Yes, yes, you see, the the dark gods, the dark gods, the deities of Havoc, they have a code. You see, they know what they know what they want to do, and they have a coherent mission, and that mission is what the acolyte it's want to follow. They follow in the world known as the Sirius sector is part of. Part of everyone is guided by their own twisted sense of reason and emotion. The elder things are not limited by that.
Yep. They have no concept of the morals that those gods that they serve have. They look at your reality and see it's nothing more as a bunch of cockroaches, or a bunch of dust in the wind. Treating reality as nothing more than a playbox, like you would on a tabletop simulator. Not sponsored.
I would not. I mean, the thing is, tabletop simulator eats RAM alive. Is it RAM or GPU? I don't know. I'm not good with like hardware stuff. I'm guessing it's RAM. I mean, I have tried to actually upload Unity Unity ports of Grimdark Future STLs as full-on models. The problem is, again, they utterly annihilate other people's PCs because of how much detail there is.
Yes. Unfortunately, I can't use my own head for these little models in our games, so I'm forced to use this more primitive technology in comparison.
So, let's explain the rules. Or no, first of all, let's go over what the campaign has been so far. What has happened so far? This follows the adventures, the latest stage in the adventures of the Havoc warband known as Iron Garden, and led by the champion of Havoc, per se, the Axe Mistress. Per se is a master of martial arts and military command, and her followers are enamored by her prowess and her loyalty to the dark gods. But it is a front. See, she is having a crisis of faith. She does not. The dark gods have not actually spoken to her directly for decades now. And their servitors, the harbingers of Havoc, seem to just be content with her wandering around the galaxy and making herself useful. So, so right now, all she can truly hope for is a bit of is passing the time with the usual raids, looting, and summary executions. Meanwhile, Cornelius, the 16-year-old leader of a formerly hidden cult, has already given his body and soul to Havoc, and practically worships her almost as much as he worships the dark gods. And recently, he has been sent a message by them through his psychic powers. He has been told make planetfall on planet Lawnwich, and follow the Dark God's instructions, and they will have all the power in the galaxy. However, however, on that same planet, somebody there, so somebody is waiting for them.
The Lords of All. In a century's time, or less, the Havocs have encountered the cultists that have just arisen themselves, now with new knowledge, have presented themselves as a threat to the Havocs, finding themselves having to... who knows what, really? All the Havocs know is that now they're in danger from the surrounding people.
Indeed, the cult of so on this planet was hiding the cult of the ancient of the ancient Vexillions old being known as Yog-Sothoth. Yog-Sothoth is knows the gate. He is the gate. He holds the key. He holds the key for the elder things. He knows past, present, and future. And when this cabal of witches was devoured by a visiting cult of soul snatchers, that same burden of cosmic horror passed on to them. Soul snatchers, mutants and thralls to the psychic alien hivers, known as Snatcher Lords.
But for the brevity's sake, shall we just call them the Horned Cultists?
Indeed. See, this particular group of soul snatchers has been estranged and forcefully estranged from the rest of its hive, bereaved for long enough to the point that it has driven them insane. And now, and for decades, all they have cared about is the flesh of the living. However, by devouring the flesh of the cultists, as of Yog-Sothoth, they inherited their memories, as well as the necessary ciphers to unlock the secrets of the Necronomicon. Now they seek to do the all-knowing one's bidding.
And we will find out what that biddings is right now, in this fight between the newly formed cult of Yog-Sothoth and the Havoc brothers.
Already, the Havoc brothers have taken heavy losses with their scouting party, and now they're being forced to fight for their lives.
Hopefully none of them are recurring, because certainly they would find themselves at a mental disadvantage.
Indeed. Beginning the intro of Mission 2. By the god of war! Perseus shouted through her helmet's communicators, beheading the twisted, tendril-covered form of what was once a soul snatcher. Her heart pumped like a cacophony of war drums, even through the mufflers in her ears, she found herself barraged by the otherworldly shrieking of the horrifically mutated soil humans and snatchers. Then, she felt the wind knocked out of her by as rifle rounds from the Soul Snatcher's minions slammed into her armor, luckily missing its joints. The axe mistress whirled around and squeezed the trigger of her magnum, receiving in reply a disappointing click. Yet, the minions still crumpled, flesh ripped out of them by the psychic energy of the cult leader Cornelius. At her command, the warband shuffled back in a fighting retreat, suppressing the stampeding horrors with their firearms and cutting down anyone who made it through. Luckily, though overcome with madness, the creatures were not without fear, and soon they shrunk back, perhaps to lick their wounds before the next battle. The warriors of Havoc heavily breathed at the entrance of the mineshaft. The chaos energies and gene augments within the brothers and sisters' forms were being pushed to their limit. It seemed like they had been pulled into another world, one of a persistent aura meant to break the minds of even the most hardened warriors. Per se's sinister comrades were not afraid, yet, but they were still too flustered to have a grasp on what to do next. At least, the elite, uplifted ones were not afraid. The unaugmented cultists, on the other hand, the less well-equipped men and women of lower height and mass quivered in fear. They had seen and felt things that mortals were not meant to see. The dark, twisted swarm was intimidating enough, but it was backed by some sort of incarnation of cosmic terror that seemed to sap their sanity itself. And Cornelius, a psychic power enough to rival even many Havoc Brother warlocks, was weeping in fear, being sensitive enough to glimpse much more of the terrifying force than his underlings. Per se audibly cursed. Looks like someone beat us to the punch. Joseph nodded. We still have the advantage of surprise, my lady. Whether we continue fighting or not, whatever those things were, we'll need time to organize. Per se pondered for a short time. This may not be a fight worth pursuing. As strong as we are individually, we're still only one warband with a single cruiser. These warped men and women and their snatcher masters. They can be only a few, or they could outmatch us 10-1. It might be better to live to fight another. No! Per se whirled to the young cult leader, who wiped the tears from his face. Those monsters, they are on the sway of something horrible, something that wants to swallow our souls whole. But our lords are greater. I saw them in my dream. 4 dark gods, emanating shadowy mist and radiant power, offering us our heart's desires if we triumph on this world. We have the greatest of powers behind our backs. We'll win. We have to. Cornelius could not see it, but behind her visor, Per se was looking at him in the eye. Despite the bond they once had, she had grown jaded with her palace and the dark god's plans. Despite how little of a role it seemed she had to play in it. But maybe that was to change now. Maybe they had been by her side this whole time, subtly guiding her to the ultimate victory. Maybe this was the time when she would finally receive her just reward. Fine, Per se exhaled. Brothers and sisters, regroup at the ship. These wretches will know the meaning of pain before they expire. Then the axe mistress's ears began to buzz again. A high-pitched screaming got louder and louder, until the terrifying cacophony began to echo between the buildings of the small mining settlement. The Soul Snatcher's minions far and wide had sensed intruders, and now they were overcome with a frenzied eagerness to feed their insatiable hunger. They're closing in on us, Yosep snarled. From everywhere. Per se, the axe mistress was unperturbed. Mostly. Then we'll cut our way out. All right, that was from the Havoc Marines' perspective. I am currently I am writing their perspective, and Virus is writing the perspective, the twisted perspective of the acolytes of Yog-Sothoth.
Yes, and if I may have a little thing for them while we transition into the fight and fray. Warping in making their presence known. Clawed hands clawing at the ground once more, their minds now feeling in frenzy, images flashing all around them. But yet one thing remains to them, and that would be to consume. That's one thought keeping them sane. But yet a voice calls out from the mining shaft. The Havoc brothers could not hear it, but they heard one word. Feast. As many of them claw their way to them. Minions looking to morph and transform as they walk and shuffle and run to the Havoc brothers as they try to make their way to the ship. Until finally they realized these things are possessed. And now let us enter combat.
So let's explain the armies. We have per se the Axe Mistress. She has as usual, she has her what is it? 1 second. Where did I put her stats?
Hmm.
Why did I? Oh dear. I think I might have put it in. Um, I think I might have put it in chat. Let me just search. Okay, right here. I will just keep it in. Okay, so we have per se the Axe Mistress. She has she is a champion of Havoc. She is with 120 points. She has quality 3 and defense 3 as usual. And then as well as the Havoc bound rule. All my units have the Havoc bound rule, which means from 20 which means when shooting from over 9 inches away or when charging into melee, they get +1 to AP. Her axe is called Dark Finesse. It is 1 attack, 2 AP2, deadly 3, and precise, which means she gets +1 to hit, meaning she hits on a 2 up. And she has a Havoc Magnum, which is a pistol with 12 inches, 2 attacks, and AP2. She also has a Rending in Melee aura, which means whatever unit she joins and gets the rending rule when striking in melee. However, she will not be joining a unit this game because there can only be one character per unit, and that character slot is going to Yosip. Yosip is not. I'm temporarily having Yosip serve as a champion of Havoc because because out of chance his entire Havoc Brothers unit was permanently killed after after being torn apart by 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 the Soul Snatcher called Acolytes. So Yosip has an energy sword, which is two attacks, AP1 and rending. Champion plasma pistol, which is 2 attacks and AP4. And he has a scout aura. His entire unit gets scout, which means giving them more mobility. Then we have our unit of chosen Havoc Brothers. the 6 of them. There are two heavy rifles, 24 inches, one attack, AP1. There are two shred rifles, 18 inches, two attacks, and rending. A flamer, which is 12 inches, one attack, blast, and reliable, which means it always hits on a 2. And a sergeant with a pistol and an energy fist, 2 attacks, AP4. So these guys are mostly shooting based, but they can hold their own in close combat. And finally, we have Cornelius. Cornelius is um, quality 5 and defense 5. He has a light machine gun, three attacks, 24 inches. He has a sinister blade, which is an energy sword but with bane, which means that his sword ignores regeneration, and enemies have to reroll 6s when rolling for defense. He also has a fearless aura. His unit gets fearless, which means that they always, even after they normally fail their morale test, they have a 50-50 chance of passing it anyways. And he is a caster. It's a small army, and it is overall 200 points or so lower, so less than less than Virus's. However, this means I get underdog points, which means that for any combined roll, I may spend 1 underdog point to modify the roll by 1. Okay, Virus, do you have the link to your
I have
army?
the link. Yes, I do.
Okay, so let's see how much of this you can explain. Just give it a try.
Overall, we have my Alkalites, Goliath Truck, Nephilophite Hybrids, my Brutes, and my Soul Snatchers. With the Alkalite Hybrids being having an auto pist.
Look at the list. Our pistol is just referred to as pistol.
Yep. With my Nephilophite having 3 rifles, web carbines with pistols and sharp claws. Mainly my army here is used for close combat, but they can hold their own in a rifle fight, is what I'm trying to say. With my Soul Snatchers mainly relying in close quarters combat, and my Mutant Brutes specifically made to take heavy combat damage in close quarters and long range. And the Grinder Truck, the newest part of the brigade, having a heavy quake cannon and a machine gun, having a range of 30 inches and heavy quake cannon 24, but with a blast 3 and rendering.
Rending.
Thank you.
So,
Special ability.
so yes, this can actually do, I don't know, horrible wounds to Battle Brothers and Havoc Brothers.
Yes. But I believe that it will have to be coming later in the fight. And another thing about it that I did not see, it's able to transport enemies, or rather allies. Maybe
Indeed.
under some mind control. You go, brother.
So let's show the map. By one-page rule standards, this is actually a fairly complex mission. So let me show you on OBS. There we have it. So the goal essentially is for me to escape. We have the mission description is the mission is called Outrunning the Darkness. Description: Iron Garden has barely discovered the gluttonous force on planet Lonwich and already finds it in the battle of their lives. They will need more than just a few troops and small arms against the Soul Snatchers, their minions, and their horrific patron. With the creatures closing in from both sides, the Havoc brothers' escape must be in good order if they want to survive. So first of all, let's place terrain. Terrain. This is a city map, so terrain can be I don't know, dangerous for both of us. We need to place a total of 15 of them.
Mhm. And I'm guessing there's destructible parts of the map that could be used for widespread damage.
If you want, it's ultimately up to us.
I was just saying that because I noticed there was the destructible icon above one of them.
That's right. We could make them destructible. We could give them a rule where
Let's
when
say you're
we can give them a rule when moving through, where when moving through them, on a roll of a 4 up. On a roll of a 4 up, the difficult terrain is ignored, and it stops being difficult.
a better one for you. You could use it as a tactical strategy. If the terrain itself is attacked by your Havoc brothers by anything more than, let's say, if it's shot more than twice or takes more than a certain amount of damage, I'll let you or me decide how much damage is enough to break it. Then it'll cause anything in that terrain to take massive damage equal or 2% less than what you did to the pillar itself. Eliminating the damage on all across the letting the damage be on all of the people and having a very low chance, with disadvantage of course, to actually stop themselves from dying.
Hmm. That seems kind of complex, but I sort of get it. So, if you shoot at one of these, it stops being difficult terrain. However, the unit inside takes damage. Has a 5 up chance of has a 5 up chance of taking that damage, of taking that same damage, no matter who it is.
Mhm.
All right.
And actually, another bad idea. The unit will be acting like they're under the rubble if they do, and will be on, let's say, more difficult terrain and won't be able to move until my next round.
That would make it too difficult for me. Remember, I have to escape.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. But that's why I called it a bad idea, didn't?
I like the idea of potentially destroying difficult terrain in the way, but at the cost of potentially taking hits.
Mm-hmm. As well as be able to throw grenades at the terrain itself in order to stop Soul Snatcher from getting closer.
Right. So suppose if I went into suppose if one of my units was already in a building and someone else shot at it with its rifle, then it would no longer count as difficult terrain. However, mm, mm, uh, wait, hold on a second. Okay, so let's say you shoot at you shoot at the. I don't know. This is too complex, and we're streaming this. Remember, let's just go over the special rules I already have so far before we
Go
decide if we
ahead.
want to add anything else. The first rule is the darkness from beyond. first rule is. Wait, I can hear myself.
Don't worry about it. That was from the stream I'm managing.
Okay. The darkness from beyond. The menacing eldritch darkness has not subsided even outside the tunnel. If a unit has no enemy units within 12 inches, it counts as having stealth. The second one, now let's actually place down the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take turns.
Oh, and you never explained how you're meant to win this.
Yes, the objective is before the game begins, count the total number of units in the Havoc Brothers army. Whenever a Havoc Brothers unit ends a round partially or totally in an escape zone, it escapes and is removed from the table. After round 4 ends, roll a d6 for every round. On a 4 to 6, the game continues for another round. Keep rolling every round until a 1 to 3 is rolled. If by the end of the game the majority of the Havoc Brothers units have escaped, they win.
Mm-hmm. And I believe the white line is where they are made to
Indeed, the
escape.
escape.
My objective here is to make sure to eliminate or get as many enemies from the Havoc brothers gone as I possibly can and preventing them to escape. My win condition is that I kill them all or incapacitate them.
Rest, prevent me from getting away. Alright, let's start placing the buildings down. I will place the
Alright.
first one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
Alright, I'll place this one right about here.
Alright, okay.
Hmm.
That's 5 so far. No, that's 4 so far.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
That's 5.
Hmm. No, not that one. Actually, yes, that one. I will put you. Come here. Not
That is
there.
6.
Right about here.
Alright, that is total of 7. You next.
Yep. Right about here will do. I think we need to start moving them around a little bit more than just setting them up in straight lines.
Alright. That's 9 so far.
Mm-hmm. Think about here.
Okay.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Alright, 3 more.
13.
14.
14.
And 15.
15.
All right, an urban battle. Now here comes the rule that makes this even more unwieldy, which is the things within the walls.
Mhm.
Before deployment, each player places down 2 buildings roughly in the shape of 9 inch squares anywhere on the map, with the placement alternating starting with the Soul Snatchers. No building may be within 9 inches of another. Each building counts as cover terrain but contains a dark secret. Yog-sothoth's star spawn, conjured by his now deceased witches, lurk within these structures, and now are too mad with hunger to determine friend or foe. If a unit from either army ends its activation within 6 inches, on roll of a 1, on a d6 it takes 2 d6 hits. If it's in the building, these hits come on a 1 or a 2. If a unit takes a single wound from these hits, for the rest of the game it gets -1 to all hit rolls as it starts to go mad.
Considering how the red is probably your starting point, you're at a very disadvantage.
Indeed, but I will manage. As considering the turns can continue, can in theory the game can in theory go on indefinitely. All right, I will. Okay, you place the first one. Well, let's give these a different color tint. All right.
Alright, so let's say this one right here.
All right. I'll place mine right here.
This one over here. Wish I would rotate them. And
All right. So reminder that the Soul Snatchers effectively all have Scout. After they're finished, after deployment is finished, they can immediately move forward 9 inches.
mhm,
So terrain isn't that much of a hindrance to them.
the main problem is the blue buildings. Up
Indeed.
in the little trash can, apparently.
Where is it?
The little trash can.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my, now that would be dumb. Just one of your Havoc brothers walking up to a trash can and getting shot by a witch.
Well, no, it's not a witch. It's the Star Spawn. It's like tentacle monsters.
Oh, now that makes it much more weird.
Okay, so let's change things up about the first turn. The winner of the previous match gets the first turn.
It seems fitting that you take the first one.
Yes, I did win the previous match, but it was a Pyrrhic victory.
A hollow victory. Like
So,
beating the first phase of a boss and realizing that it's regenerating health.
all right. Oh, no, I already gave the winner a, what is it? Something else. I already gave the winner. The winner of the previous battle may choose which army must deploy all their units first. So yes, you deploy first. Everything.
Okay. Everything first?
Yes.
Alright, then I'll put the...
Do you want to put anything in your transport?
I was gonna put the brutes in the transport.
Yes,
But
the brutes can get out and start swinging immediately without having to worry about getting shot.
yeah, we'll just put those there for the time being, and we will put everything in strategical places. Those right there. Move these over here. This is the starting point, and 9 inches, you said?
Yes. No, that's after. I think I understand the rules now. That is after the both of us are done deploying and the game starts.
Got it. So I'll put these ones right here.
Remember, it has to be outside the within this space.
Right.
Hit escape.
Well, it's only 1 or 2, so I can just put this one here, and this one here, and this one here. And the truck. Where to put you and your brutes? I'll focus on that later.
The truck may actually protrude out. I already said what is it? Um, if there's not enough room for all soul snatcher units, they may deploy up to a further 6 inches away from the borders.
Mm-hmm. And seeing how the little bits of terrain are not making it easy. No, wait, there's one perfect spot for the truck and the brutes. If we're considering both of them inside the truck.
Just keep the brutes aside for now.
Alright then. Right here. Or actually, right about here. And, of course, lastly, the brutes. Right about here. You're up.
All right. Um, my chosen and Josep will begin. Let's see. This is important. I would prefer to keep them as far away as from. I just noticed you put all of your really heavy hitters in the north.
Yep.
You're up to something, or maybe you're not. You just want me to think you are.
There's always the tactical bluff. And to be fair, it could also be a ploy for you to actually come towards my heavy hitters.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot they have scout. I am keeping them aside. I'm scouting.
Yep.
I will put per se in this corner. Actually, no. I will put her. Yes, I will put her in this corner. Make her go solo.
Wait. Oh, that explains it. That corner is protruding up.
Let's get rid of this tree.
Also, have you ever heard about the creeping barrage?
The what?
The creeping barrage.
What's go on?
I believe I remember during times of war and old, there was a type there was a way to make a soldier give orders out during the dead of night for mortars to be launched and to effectively attack an enemy, because they didn't have the proper sighting at that time in order to fire them. So enemies will obviously not expect them to have mortars being launched at them while they're fighting the original enemy, while another enemy is actively launching the mortars at them.
So basically, it's in front of the advancing enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Or hit. Which I like to think my weaker enemies over here, you would either go for them or immediately go for my stronger enemies.
All right, so. Oh dear, now I realize I may have made a very wrong choice in placing, because I completely forgot about the fact that you can jump forward.
Yep. And did it? And I remember you saying something that I'm able to move 9 inches forward after all placements are deployed.
Yep, I think
And
I think I fell for your bluff.
Yep. As well as my Nephilim also are immediately in range, even if I go 5 inches up and through the difficult terrain.
All right, well, I am going to scout. I'm going to um I'm going to scout now. I'm going to attempt to place. Oh, you know what? Let's see who has to go first. I believe. Um. All right, let's roll a d6 to see who deploys everything first. Does the second deployment first. So let me just get out a d6. All right.
Look at this little box just for my Nephilim to hide behind.
It's neophyte, but all right.
I can't pronounce, but neophytes.
All right,
Thank
I
you.
will roll on a whoever wins gets to choose.
All right.
All right, 3.
My turn. 1.
All right. Oh, never mind. It's not actually a Oh yeah, that's right. But your isn't. You don't explicitly have scout, so I will have you deploy first. Everything can jump forward 9 inches.
So I will have not you. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Inside the building.
Inside the building.
So we've
Right about.
already established going into a building is difficult terrain, but moving out of it is not.
Yes. As well as we define that my gene stealers can actually go through difficult terrain without any issue.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's Strider.
Yep.
All right. Everything else now.
So, yep. I think they're already in range to fire. Let me look. Yep. I believe they are in range. If I look at your thing that you sent me, the neophytes. Yeah, they are in range to fire.
However, reminder that if you're too close to this building, building, the spawn of yog-sothoth will attack.
Yep, that's why they're at least about a
You have to be away from
enough.
six. You have to be 6 inches away,
Hmm.
over 6 inches away to not get hit.
Then I will have them. Hmm. Really put myself in a predicament here.
I mean, you may put them inside a building.
Kind of was my new plan.
Okay, so let me
And
explain the last few rules. Ravenous hunger. The Soul Snatchers are famished and will forego judgment to satiate themselves. If a Havoc Brother unit escapes, all Soul Snatcher cults within 6 inches of the escape zone must pass a morale test. And if they fail, they are removed from play. But for the purpose of the campaign, do not count as being destroyed, as they fruitlessly chase after them. And finally,
Yep.
there is Push to the Brink. Even the hardened disciples of Havoc are on the precipice of losing their nerve. If not a single Havoc Brothers unit has escaped by the end of the round 3, roll a d6. And on a 1 to 2, the Havoc Brothers lose the game as they rout and scatter.
Alright, and I'm thinking of putting them in here and going through the difficult terrain with the jump.
Yes. Now the rest.
Yep, and I don't. I'll have the brutes go into the truck. And we'll just
keep
say.
them aside and have them come out once they're ready.
Okay, I'll just put them over here and move the truck about.
Let me just get rid of the tree.
Yeah, right about here.
Alright.
And the alkalites, I'll have them move in a formation to my original point was here, and I will have them moved directly behind the truck. About here. And that is 7, 6, 8, and 8. If I'm doing my math correctly.
Alright, so I can quickly get my my scout, my chosen out because they have scout. However, that means they won't be able to protect my other units.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to decide: escape first or fight. All right.
Will you lose a larger amount of your brothers, or will you try and help fight them off?
I am going to put my my chosen in your deployment zone.
Ooh, interesting.
All right. Well, you get the first activation.
All right.
You
Well, then
the soul snatcher start with 1 spell token.
All right, and the neophytes. I'm saying it correctly, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I will have them attack these ones over here.
Are you going to shoot or charge?
Shoot.
Okay.
And let me check the amount. 3 rifles, A1, with a +4 quality and a +5 defense. And the pistols will do is 12 inches with an A2. And they are exactly in the building here. 4 inches away.
Amanda's here and says there's a diagram blocking your screen. Yeah, I missed that. Sorry.
Ooh. Now that's unfortunate.
I'm so sorry, but yeah.
Hmm.
Um, you are shooting, so you have 3 pistols, 1 web pistol, and 1 web carbine.
Yep, and all of them are 3 inches away.
Okay.
So I'm trying to remember. Would that give me disadvantage?
No.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Oh
And
wait,
I
no, they don't
believe
have
I'm.
pistols. They have rifles, but that's okay. So, 3 normal attacks with rifles.
Yep.
Let me
As well
just spawn some more
as.
dice.
And they can be seen. So the surprise attack won't be needed or cannot be seen. Unless you count them in the building as them being hard to see.
Huh?
Almost all of my units are either behind or in a building.
Um, no, they're able to see you. You can shoot outside out of a building.
Alright. So let's just continue on then. And how many alkalites do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's right. You have 3 rifles, so I have 3 dice for you right here.
Mm-hmm. 3 dice for the rifleman. I'm on. 2, 4, 5.
So that is 2 hits because they hit on 4 up, right?
I believe so.
All right, and I do not have stealth because of how close you are.
Yep.
All right, I will try to block on a 5. All right, one of them goes down. One of them is riddled with bullets. Now you have your web pistol.
Yep. Which should be 1 dice.
No, it is two dice, rending.
Right. A
All
5 and a
right,
2.
blocking on a 5. I block. With their light bulletproof vests, they block.
And then there's the regular. No, we got rid of the regular pistols.
All right, now the web carbine.
All right.
All right,
So
that's
that
right. I almost forgot. They have what is it? Grounded precision, which means they get +1 to hit when they are within a inside a building or within near terrain. Anyways, you didn't roll any 3s, so it's fine.
Yep.
So anyways, roll 2 dice.
All right. Roll 2 dice.
All right, that is
2
2
5s.
hits. Blocking on 5s. All right, one more goes down.
Straight headshots there, but one decided to pull a World War II helmet and fling off. Or was it the World War One? Which one was basically just a bucket on top of your head?
It was World War One. Those are the ones with like the pointy German helmets.
There it is. Thank you.
All right, now the question is, okay, do we want to count these barrels as difficult terrain, or do we just want to get rid of them? Because we already placed terrain.
Let's keep them as difficult terrain, just in case.
All right, it doesn't have to be more than 15 in max. It's 15 at least. All right.
So do you plan to attack or escape?
I am going to charge.
All right.
First of all, Cornelius gets 2 spell tokens. Let's see what he can use it on. He is going to cast Havoc Trauma. So let's see if it goes off. With 1 spell token, it does not. And I will save the other one. Yep, I am going to charge. You are within 6 inches, which means I can charge with even through difficult terrain.
Alright.
Alright, Cornelius is going to swing with his Wicked Blade. No, so sorry, Sinister Blade. Hitting on 5s. Hitting... Yes. Both miss. And then... 7... attacks from the
others.
With the other cultists with their knives. Oh, very nice.
Ooh, a bunch of hits. And I block on what?
They have AP 1 because of Havoc Bound, so what is your defense? It's 5 up, you block on 6s.
Alright. 3 go down.
Yep. The ones with the rifles go down.
Okay. I placed them in a very weird spot. Alright, let's just get these off the board here.
Yep, and now you have two close combat at weapon attacks with no bonus, and 2 attacks with Disintegrate. Disintegrate means it ignores regeneration, and against with most units where with most models they have defense 2 to 3, the weapon gets AP 2. However, that doesn't apply here, so just 4 normal attacks.
Alright, so
hitting on 4s.
1, 2, 3, 4. Into the box. A 6 and a 4 and 2.
Alright, I blocked 1. One of them has the okay, so one of them, 3 of them are stabbed to death by the frenzied cultists, a desperate cultist, and another has his chest torn open. And one called all right, roll morale because you just lost combat.
All right, so
4 up.
4 up. All right, so we're not counting that one. Come on now.
All right, you rout. The unit is runs. The unit it is destroyed.
All right, I'm here.
All right, so that's one unit that should be able to get out safely. It is your turn now. You may actually charge per se immediately.
Or I could charge these ones over here.
Are you sure? They are good in combat. Yeah. They have rending claws. They have heavy claws, yeah.
And don't they have a spell token that I could use?
Yes.
Let me do a quick check.
Insidious protection looks good because you will be within 1 inch of terrain.
I will use that on my own cult. I will use that on their own. Basically, all of them will get insidious protection.
All right, roll for it.
All right, and it hits on. Let me take another quick look here. All right. That's a 6.
It goes off. All right, you're going to charge?
Yep.
Okay, this might be painful.
Alright. And
Make sure to keep them within 1 inch of the train.
the building.
The building, yes.
Got it. So right about here, right?
Like, keeps at least one of them with it around here.
Yep.
Like, more like here.
Alright.
Alright, and then pile in.
Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 attacks with their... here we are.
No, it is 10 attacks. It's 10 attacks with their heavy claws.
10 attacks with their heavy claws, with an A2 and an AP of 1, and a rending special.
And hitting on 3s. Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah. I suppose they're also apparently adrenaline fueled, which makes them fast, and... Yep. Oh, I'm just reading off what they can do. Alright, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where are the other dice? Because I believe I need 3 more.
And paste.
So, all right.
Control V.
Got it. So, we're talking Google Doc rules. Or not, apparently. Oh, right. Since I don't think I have control over that. I'm looking at the copy and paste options right now, and I do not have the ability to.
All right, I haven't promoted you.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
There we are. Copy and paste. There we are.
All right, that is 10 attacks hitting on 3s with AP 1 and rending. They all hit.
That is gonna hurt your entire platoon.
All right, let's see if I can block with 4 up defense.
You block 3 attacks.
So, right, now I will see if I can block with 6 up against... Okay, that is my entire unit chosen. And Joseph takes a single wound. Joseph is going to strike with his sword. Wait on. Okay, so...
Oh, right. Joseph doesn't have to take a morale test because he's not technically part of the platoon.
No, yeah, right. He is part of the unit, so the unit isn't down yet.
Okay.
He misses both. He whiffs. Misses both.
Yep.
Alright, now morale. Okay, he is sticking around, but he's shaken.
Yep.
Right.
They are now just looking at him like food.
Okay. Now the question is, do I want to per se to actually try to save him? Or do I want to... does she want to escape first? Does she care? Yes, she does. I'm going to... I mean, like I said, I do want to lose this match. Oh yeah, but for anyone who doesn't know, I want to lose this. Because I currently have a significantly lower... I currently have a significantly lower... number of points in my roster than him. The reason being that one of my entire unit of Havoc Brothers perma-died.
Yep. And since technically all of mine revived, I technically have more numbers.
Right, so if I lose, I get 300 points to my roster. If I win, I get only 150. So yes, I want to lose.
Yep.
I want to lose gracefully, though.
Yeah, you want to lose like you tried to fight.
Alright, so yes, I am going to charge with Per se. You strike only on natural sixes because... yeah, you strike no, because you have already struck. You are exhausted.
Mm-hmm. So only one dice or many?
One strike.
Got it.
No, I strike first. So
you go ahead. You go ahead then.
Hitting on a 2, that is a hit. It is AP2. And no, it is AP3 because of Havoc Bound.
Mm-hmm. And I block on 4s, correct?
No, you block on a you have 3 up defense base. You block on a 5. No,
Got
not
it.
5, 6, because of Havoc Bound.
Got it. It's happened twice now.
All right, thanks to Havoc Bound, one of them is chopped in half.
Yeah.
And now you make a total of 8 attacks back, but you're hitting only on natural 6s.
Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 1 hits.
1 rending hit.
The others miss.
Right. I block on a 6th. I do not. I take 1 wound, which means we are tied.
Yep.
Alright, you may now move the rest.
Alright, so the Goliath truck. Let me check how far they can move.
It's fast, so you can move up to 60 inches.
16 inches, you said?
Correct. However, that would
Got
mean
it.
you would not be able to shoot.
Yep. My main objective here is movement, not actively firing. But that's only despite... Oh. Yeah. And... I'm going to move 10 inches here. If I can show... What's the button to actually click the marker?
What do you mean, tab?
Oh. No, I mean, like, that's for measurement.
Oh.
Wait. Oh. Right here. Right about here.
Well, you moved over 8 inches, which means you can't shoot.
Again, that's my main goal is for movement. And for the rest of these right here, the alkalites, I'll have them follow the truck, but significantly behind. Right about here. Right about here.
Okay.
And they can defend the truck if they so need, because they moved within 7 inches.
Correct. Okay, so that is turn 1. Or round 1.
Yep.
Round 2, I do not actually count as being in the building right now, so I'm actually going to... Oh, right, but there's this bunch of barrels.
Yep, and even if you move to the north, you have another building there, and the barrels, the building in front of you, and there's only the truck behind you.
Right, I'm going to enter this building and move out the next turn.
Yep. Let's see here. Is there any of your chosen that you want to release onto the battlefield?
No, the chosen all died.
Oh, sorry. Wait, did the Axe Mistress already escape?
No, she's still here.
Ah, I see. Well then,
Alright, you can attempt to finish her off, or you can do something else.
well, there's not much I could do unless I could move the truck again. So I will definitely try and finish her off.
Oh, actually,
8
you know what? I
attacks,
take
right?
that back. I haven't played for a while. Can I shoot with these guys?
Are they in range?
Yes.
They are. Go ahead.
Okay, Cornelius is like machine gun.
And I have a +2 defense and a tough 9.
Okay, first of all, he's going to cast Havoc Fog on the on the Goliath truck. That is it. All right, 6 hits with AP1 and Shred. So
Alright.
6 hits. You blocked on 3s, and if you take a roll of 1, you take an extra wound.
Alright, so I block on 3s.
Right. The truck is
So-
no, the truck is torn at by invisible claws. A fog of invisible claws. Okay,
6,
that is a total
4,
of 5
3.
wounds on the tank.
Hmm.
Okay, and then I have a total
So it's down to
5. I have a total of 5 rifles. I think how many are still there?
Yeah, and I believe the truck is down to half HP.
Right, which means after I'm done, it will have to take a morale test.
The truck has to make sure it isn't depressed.
Okay, that is 1 hit with a rifle. AP no AP. You block on a
Alright.
2.
I block on a 2. That's a 3.
All right, one plasma gun.
Alright.
1 attack hitting on a 5. Miss.
Actually, I have a dumb question real quick.
Yes.
Will the brutes automatically get out of the truck, or will they be killed with the truck?
They will all take a dangerous strain test. They will all take a dangerous strain test, which means on a 1 they will take a wound.
Alright. That's all I needed. Continue what you were doing.
All right. The plasma rifle misses, and now the grenade launcher. It hits.
It hit.
AP1 from Havoc Bound, so you block on a 3. All right, now the truck driver must take a morale test.
Alright. So
You pass on a 4. All right, still good. Now you may start tearing apart per se.
Actually, before I do that, I want to release the brutes. And are they just going to be near the truck, or can they deploy any
They
further?
can move up to 6 inches away.
Then I'll have them. First, I'm going to place them here so I can properly judge their distance.
I mean, they basically go up to here.
Yeah, so I'll just put them here.
All right. Well,
And now we kill per se.
no, that's my activation now.
Go ahead then.
I am going to strike and swing once again.
All right.
Hit. You block on a 6.
Right. Direct 6. I block.
All right. You may strike now.
Alright, so that's 8 attacks.
I am going to modify your roll using one of my underdog points.
Okay.
So now you hit on 4s.
Hold up. That one does not count right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
You did not roll this.
No, that was the one on top of that one.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were both 6s anyways.
Okay, so this is a total of 10. You rolled 10.
Ah.
Roll again.
Alright. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
In before, you rolled more 6s than you did before.
And now I see it.
Okay,
there it is.
so that is 3 hits, AP1, and 1 rending. I'm going to use another underdog point to increase my defense. Oh wait, that's right. I keep on forgetting about. Wait, is it? No. Okay, so you don't have grounded defense anymore because.
Turn ended.
Yeah. I'm going to. So, which means you have basically saved one spell token.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to increase my defense by 1, so I blocked on 3s. Okay, that is 1. So I'm down to 1 wound. Oh shit, she's down. Alright, if Josip cannot make it, cannot get away, I lose.
Yep. And isn't he reflipped after this turn?
Right, he can't actually do anything this turn. Alright, so all you have left to move is your acolytes.
Yep. So, and they will... And I will try and be in character here and say...
Oh yeah,
because
that's right. You can still attack with your Gene Steel, with your Soul Snatchers. It's just that they're exhausted.
Yeah.
Because I
My
attacked
point...
them.
Yeah. So they will charge in, and I believe my maximum movement is like 12? 6? Yeah. Alright. They will charge in to join in with the brutes, because they see that the brutes are now out, to basically move to try and be right beside them with the truck, as like a backline defense, as they're going to try and charge.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I say they would try to charge.
They ran because they can't shoot.
Yeah.
And now you can attack with the Soul Snatchers. Yep. Just mob Josip. Remember, he can strike back, but he hits in 6s.
Yeah. So I will have. Wait, no. It would be your turn because I moved the acolytes.
Oh, that's right. Flipped.
Yep.
Do you want to attack? Because remember, you're hitting on 6s and he's still hitting normally.
I would say I could attack, but I feel like that would be taking your turn away from you.
No, again, if you attack, you risk me routing these guys.
Yeah. I will attack.
All right. Do you want to cast anything?
Actually, you know what? I'll cast the armor spell on my men again.
Okay.
I keep missing the box.
All right.
I fail.
Okay, well, 8 claw attacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm going to modify a roll so that you hit in 4s. That is what.
Okay. So that's 1, 2 hits.
One of which is rending.
Yep.
All right, blocking this on a 4. Blocked. Blocking the rending attack on a 6. All right, he is down to 2 wounds. All right, I'm going to swing twice with my sword, hitting on 3s.
So the truck is at half HP.
No,
if I remember correctly.
I'm swinging. I'm striking back.
I'm changing the truck's health to to properly be what it is. Half HP, right?
Yes. Oh
Okay,
dear,
then.
I missed both.
Jesus, those soul snatchers are getting revenge for their brothers.
Okay, I'm going to swing again. All right, so morale test. He passes. He is shaken again.
Why do I feel like you should take this stream and clip it with the little guy here? Hold up. Yeah, Yosef, and just make him. You know Metal Gear Rising, right?
Yeah.
Making him Senator Armstrong, saying nanomachines as these gene stealers would be like, why won't you die? That is good content right there.
Yep. All right, round 3.
All right, and I believe
Once
or I'm
again,
up
okay,
first.
so once again we forgot about the what is it?
The truck.
The stealth rule.
The stealth rule.
So I'll let you have 3 wounds lens back.
Alright, so let's see here. I will be at
8.
Thank you.
Oh wait, that's right. Never mind. Like 5 of them came from. I'll let you have 1 wound back because 4 of them came from the spell.
Yep.
No, that's not
So
true.
that's
That's not true. I did a lot of damage, so.
we'll just say 6 or 7.
No, I clearly remember I did 5 because then I said that. Remember how we said immediately after the spell you have to take morale?
Yeah.
So the guns didn't actually do anything.
The guns didn't do anything. I'm still stuck at 5.
Yes.
Alright, and the alkalites are, I believe, let's see here. Let me check their range. Alkalite. 6 pistols. And
I'm
all.
going first currently.
I'm just making sure, but you go ahead.
I'm running for my life.
Out of-
Actually, you know what? First of all, I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Havoc Terror. 2 enemy units within 9 inches. So it's only the brutes. They take 4 hits each. Let's see if I can pull it off. I don't. So yeah, I'm running. All right. If you can't stop them, they escape. However, I still lose if Joseph can't escape. So, what do you want to do with him? Oh, wait. You're moving your acolytes first? All right, you're shooting. Wait, you still there? Hello?
I'm right here, don't worry.
Okay, so you're shooting.
I forgot. Yeah. Basically they ran over 12 inches. They cannot shoot.
Oh, okay, so you're closing in.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was trying to explain before I forgot, my mic turned off. They will be trying to take him as a prisoner of war.
Okay.
Effectively, for this, and otherwise, because you're running for your life, and I believe that's it. If I can't move anyone else, I basically forfeit my turn. But if I can, I will have the truck
Okay,
be trying to.
I am flipping him up.
Go ahead.
Okay. Remember, if you can't, if you can't kill them all, they leave.
Hmm.
The most you can do is is try to shoot them off the board.
That's basically what I was gonna do.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead.
All right.
Move into 12 inch, into 24 inches and shoot.
Right.
No, I mean,
And I
not that far. Like 8
6
inches
inches
forward. 8
right
inches,
here,
yeah. Right. Needs to be
and
within
it will
line of
be
sight, though. Something like this.
yeah. So it will be using its heavy machine. It'll be using either its quake can. It'll be using both its heavy machine gun and its quake cannon. I don't.
All right. So quick cannon. That is 3 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting.
Yeah.
No, that's the heavy machine gun. 3 attacks hitting on 4s. All right.
One hits.
One goes down.
Cornelius, good to see you.
Okay,
And
you can't. Okay, you cannot actually wipe my unit off the board now, because no, you cannot actually wipe my unit off the board because the most you can do is 6 hits, but you can still do it. You can still try.
I still wish to take
Oh
down some
wait,
of
that's
your
right.
units.
That's right. If you destroy my cultists, then Cornelius won't be in the escape zone.
Yep. So I will basically have the quake cannon. I believe is next, and that's two AT.
AP4 hit.
Yep. And there's a blast. Ignores cover and resolving after special rules. Hit multiple by X, where X is up. Hit as many models as the target unit.
Yes.
And has rendering.
Which means if you hit both, you hit 6 of them. I'm going to modify this with my third underdog point.
Didn't you use one of your underdog? How many underdog points do you have again?
I've used 2 so far. I have 4.
Got it. So
I think.
And you're going to modify the hit?
Correct. Actually, no,
So
that's not true. I have this is my last one. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to use it.
Alright, so 2 dice, right?
Yes, if you get 4, I'm in big trouble. You got 2 4s. Okay. 6 hits. Shit. I am blocking on 5s.
I made a good choice to bring over that gun. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 dead. And 2 alive.
And it's also unit coherency, which means they have to be like within 1 inches of each other. So anyways, they had to be this way in the first place, so yeah. Oh dear. I do not escape. Not yet.
I made a good decision bringing the truck.
And now I have to take morale. Fearless.
You can.
Nope, shaken. Oh dear. Okay, now you may, if you want, you can attack with your Gene Stealers. I mean, Soul Snatchers.
Yeah, I will, and I'm going to try and leave him at 1 hit point, and
No,
say...
I mean, if you destroy him... Remember, you have to destroy him to prevent him from running.
Yeah. And we'll just say that they didn't kill him.
They captured him,
1,
yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Now I'm going to
that-
use my last one to reduce your chances by 1.
2 hits, 3.
Okay, blocking on 6s. Yep, he's down. That is your victory. However, now I actually want to see if I can I can actually make a getaway with these guys, with these chaos cultists.
Roll 3 dice, basically, and...
Oh yeah, that's right. On a 1 or a 2, I lose. Because none of my models my units escaped. It's
Yep,
pushed to the
so
brink.
go... So go ahead.
Nope, I'm
Ooh!
still here.
Yep.
Alright,
But you
it
have to...
is my turn now. Flipped up.
Flip. And you're
Flipped
going to
up,
run
and
for
I
your life.
can cast. Because there's no rule saying I
Ooh.
can't.
Yep.
I am
Will
going
you
to
destroy...
attempt, I'm going to attempt Havoc Terror. Or not, I'm not within range. No, I'll cast Havoc Trauma.
Havoc Trauma.
Yes. Havoc Trauma. Alright, that's a hit. 2 attacks, 2 hits with AP4, so roll for it.
Mm-hmm. Two rolls with
If
AP4.
you fail even if you fail even one, oh, down to 3, which means you have to take a morale test or you are shaken.
Okay. Real quick, just gonna edit the health real quick. And the morale test. Come on.
Alright, you pass.
I succeed. The truck is still standing.
Alright, what do you want to do yet now?
I will have the brutes move in to try and take the bullet for any more the truck is gonna take. So
Remember, that's difficult,
right about
difficult terrain.
yeah, so they can't go through the fully through the terrain.
You stop here. You can't actually you
Yeah,
stop outside the building.
Yeah. Then
Because
I
you can
will.
if you're even moving into a difficult terrain, you can't move more than a max of 6. So my advice would be to shoot.
I will not have them move. The truck won't be a big. The truck won't be a big thing. I don't have to worry about it. So I will just focus on. Yeah, I'll have my brutes just try and get closer. So into the building they go.
Yes.
Right about here. Because there's no way in all of the Faerun or the Dark World that these guys are going to get close enough to be able to help them.
Right, and now is the time to shoot.
Yep.
Alright, 3 machine gun attacks.
Yep. So 3 dice. And they
all miss.
All miss. And the Quake can, which is 2 attacks.
Yes. Okay, both hit. 6 hits.
Why are we using the grenade? Why are we using...
I'm wiped. You tabled me.
Oh.
Good game.
Good game.
Well, like I said, I wanted to lose, but now comes the really worrisome part, which is rolling to see if any of my units perma-die. First the Chosen. Okay, the Chosen are fine. They recover. Joseph recovers. Per se, if she loses, she can't perma-die, but she could get injured. She's fine. The cultists. Oh, the cultist pyramidi! Cornelius. Okay, Cornelius recovers. Shit.
And the neophytes.
Hold on, let me just modify my list to bring it down to 649. It's 940 points now because I get 300.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to immediately start adding. I'm going to get rid of Joseph as a hero and bring him back to. And bring him back to the unit of Havoc Brothers. I'm going to get another combined. No, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a. I'm going to take give per se another bodyguard, a single unit of Havoc Brothers with a. Let's see. With a I'm going to give Cornelius a new unit of cultists. This time with this time with 2 shred rifles, and then I'm going to give per se a. I'm going to give per se a unit of. Let's see. I'm going to give per se another unit of chosen.
All right.
Let's see. Combined unit. And I will give them a flamer, a shred rifle, and let's see, a fusion rifle, another second sergeant, and a pair of dual energy claws. All right, so now she has another bodyguard, new bodyguard. For context, let me just get a photo of my current list for anyone who's watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's call it Mission 2. Iron Garden Mission 2. And let's. Alright, here it is. Here is my current list. Alright, now let's go over to the fat loot that um that the that the Soul Snatcher cults just got.
Mm-hmm.
The Pure Strain Gene Stealers, the Soul Snatchers get a total of 4 XP for destroying a hero and its unit. The Acolytes survived, so they get 1 XP.
Mm-hmm.
The Goliath truck destroyed a hero and its unit, so that is 4 XP. The Brutes survived, so they get 1 XP. Now for the Neophytes. Roll to see if they permadie. One dice. One die.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the truck lives, the brutes live, as well as the acolytes.
Once again, roll a d6. On a 1, the unit permadies. On a 6, it comes back and gets XP. Nope, it is fine. So yeah, you get 150 points.
Added to my additional?
Correct. So now that brings your roster up to 1,450.
Mm-hmm.
You may choose to actually let me bring up Virus's list. And all right. Now, you may actually choose to remove some of the units that haven't actually done much for you and get points back so you can spend on much bigger stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The heaviest Gene Stealer unit is a battle tank. I mean, a Soul Snatcher cult unit is a battle tank. Or you can add a Great Grinder to your truck, which means that basically a unit takes 8 hits if you ram into it.
Interesting. Quick question. Do I have to repair the truck, or will it have its full health?
It'll have its
after
full
the
health
match?
next turn. Next match.
Thank you. Because I was thinking that would be a great way to balance it, because I could just get like a multitude of trucks and... But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to keep this one truck and maybe add a grinder to it? I'll think about it. I'll also look over my Gene Stealer options.
Alright, we can do this after the game, but you have a lot to work with after the stream.
I have... Mm-hmm. But yes.
But
it
yes,
was wonderful.
It was indeed a very, very, I don't know. I don't mind losing. I had fun.
I know. And I at least tried to make it like, so I kind of wanted to force you to win, so I could have the tactical advantage.
So that you could get the 300 points, right?
Yeah, but I was like, he wants to lose, and I'm not going to rob him of this, and also it makes for a good story. Because obviously I got the idea to steal, remember,
Uh-huh.
the prisoner of war right over here, Yosip. Right about here. Yeah. And basically we could use him as an integral plot point for the next mission.
Oh, I see. Right. We don't have a plan going forward with the story. We're just writing it as one as time as it goes.
Yep.
Sort of a
And
stream of consciousness.
that's why you losing is much more beneficial because Yosef here, or will basically be stolen, and your axe mistress here will definitely go and try and save them.
All right. Well, that was um that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Anytime, my dear friend.
All right.
And it,
Next time, the Havoc brothers will regroup and convene, and Cornelius will convene with the Dark Gods to decide to find out what to do next
mhm,
on this nightmare of a world.
indeed. But for all who still are out there, focus on the future, for you never know what's untold or what monster lurks in the dark.
Indeed.
But
Indeed, you'll need a lot of rest and a lot of strength to fight them off.
so I wish everyone in chat, both in mine and Zosmus, to have a good day. And remember, I will exist in your future. Or I won't. It's all up to the librarian here.
All right, thanks for coming, and expect more to come. Outro, outro.
Goodbye.